It's a battle by the beach. Glenwood at home lead Maritzburg College 12 points to 7 at halftime. The restart coming in from Jordan Hendrickse. It's a good take and a good run.
Tackle, Green, tackle. Step here.
Trod. Good hands.
Step, 4. Step back.
Trod again. Nzimande. Ningiza. He's the man who opened the account. Now it's a good run. Kwesi Khadebe. Pass going out. Dlangalala. This is a fine start again from Maritzburg. They started the game really well. And Brogan Tedder bashed it up. Seems as if they had quite the talking to at halftime. Dlangalala goes backwards. Simamane.
Release him now, Green.
Want to clean it up.
Step, Green. Step back.
Trod. Zimande. Puts in a kick. Van Beek reads it. Returns fire with interest. Zimande takes his time. Doesn't find touch.
Advantage, number 4.
Now the run is on. It's Barney Holthazen.
Number 4, offside. Number 4.
Yep, Slope, the number 4. Yanga Sochangane. The referee calls it correctly. Unfortunately, it comes off of the side of Nzimande's boot. Doesn't get the direction. And Slope had to fall back 20 meters. So Glenwood choose the scrum back when Nzimande kicked the ball. And this puts them in a fantastic attacking position. Space on both sides of the pitch. We've seen how well they work their moves from set phase. All the pressure on Maritzburg now.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Joe Jonas feeds, whips it out. Hendrickse slips it up. That is an insane pass. Martina van Beek, who scored a try in the first half, snapped it up, but what a pass, particularly on the slip.
Step right, step here.
Jonas. Golden.
Advantage, number 12.
Well handled. Jonas again goes on a snipe now, building momentum on Glenwood. Holthazen bashes it up. Golden. Big man works a bit way forward. He's a prefect at the school. Look at the crowd going wild for him. Into the space. 5 meters out now. It's a penalty for Glenwood.
Dangerous tackle and 12.
Discipline being a huge factor for Maritzburg.
Super.
And I think Yanga Sochangane is actually going to have a word with the captain Sipe Kekana about that.
He's got you, or number 13, number 12 there. He's offside, you've got one offside, and it's been too many offside lines. Okay, you need to sort it out. You've got a dangerous tackle here as well. Okay, you guys are giving away too many penalties. You need to sort it out. Okay. You've got a penalty for dangerous tackle and offside there from 12. Which one do you want? This one or that one there? It's a penalty, boys.
Let's take it.
You want to take this one there? Okay. Dangerous tackle.
Well, we resume action. Glenwood had opted for a scrum. Look at the cheerleaders for Glenwood. There's a young man in red and yellow dancing around. We see him in the slow-mo, but this was the infringement.
The hand is firmly around the neck.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Fed by Jonas. Holthazen. Hendrickse. Jacobs. Pass goes out. Tamanga in the hunt for a second. Turned over, Michael King. He presents it back.
Step back.
Henry Trod. Gets out the pass. Bashing it up well. Oh, Maritzburg. Good run from Brogan Tedder.
How good has he been running the ball up?
Warrior he has been for Maritzburg today.
Advantage.
And the pressure, if
Not
only
releasing
momentarily, is relieved.
Michael King has done beautiful work for Maritzburg. He forces the turnover. So good at getting around the pitch. He's good with ball in hand. You can see he's a line-out option. He's also good on his feet. Get in there for the steal. That gets them out of jail. But now it's line-out time. Have they been able to sort out their woes at half-time?
This is a huge moment in the game. What have they got? Have they worked it out? Well, Corbett, much better from him.
Contact.
And Maritzburg earned the penalty. Well, that's a great improvement, Fudge, from the first half.
Don't need to
Yeah, well, it is. And Nyanga
he hit the ball.
Sochangane gets it right, I believe, there, the referee. Calling out that man who's competed well, Esterhazen. But he says he touches his hand, and he does. He does. You're not allowed to play the man's hands. You have to play the ball. Esterhazen just playing Michael King's hands there. So it allows Maritzburg to inch even closer to that Glenwood try line. Seems like they've sorted out a good throw on the last line out. Good catch from King.
Not straight. What do you want to have? It's outside shoulder. Scrum option.
In Corbett's defense, the win, I think, did take that.
You can see it just drifting away. No, it want Michael King and those two props lifting at the back of the line out to also open up that line out instead of puts pressure on the hooker, Henrico Corbett.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Jonas. Hendrickse
Hold green.
toes it.
Yeah.
The question is, where will it come to a rest? In the dead ball area.
22.
Hendrickse using his
Get
boot
on side.
really well today. So has Nzimande. It's been a battle of the boots, battle for territory.
Zimande's restart. Fielded in the dirt on the slide. Look at the field. You can see these conditions. It's becoming a bit more slippery. Deploy.
No more, right? No more.
Deft inside pass from him.
Advantage.
Gross
Number
is
6
cut
is
out.
offside.
Rather than Gubo, it is that takes contact.
Number 6 offside.
Oh no,
Number
they'll
6.
want to sort that out. Zangalala, the man penalized there. And you wonder how long it'll take until he starts reaching into his pocket. And not able to sort out that offsides line. Glenwood go for posts, keeping it technical. You can see they're clearly offsides.
No, you can have it there or you be in line. It's up to you. Stay. Yeah.
Like to see more communication coming from the pillars, telling the likes of Zangalala, who's finding himself in that third pillar, just to keep back, keep the discipline, keep patient, shoot up in a line.
Joe Jonas to take Glenwood away from distance. Hasn't found his mark, and Maritzburg now are within one score of taking the lead.
Interesting decision for Glenwood to go for post with such a good line out.
Much bigger restart from Glenwood. Ethan Smith does well to field it. Billion comes off the shoulder of Golden. Maybe the head, may have been a Falcon. Tedder racing in. Flips Hendrickse down. Jacob steps in. Deploy. Tamacha.
Move it right. Straight here. Yeah, ball is out.
Holthazen. Curls around the blind side. Hendrikse with the boot. Alive to the threat is Zimande. Fields it. Brilliant step. Finds himself into space. Opens up. Puts in the kick. It's being pursued by Jared Hendricks. Bounce it fortunately for Maritzburg. They're now in a good position. 20 meters up. Trod digs it up. Flips it blind to the cutout pass. Simamani puts in the kick. And Jacobs took it back. What a good moment for college.
Huge moment. Glenwood back three do so well to absorb all of that pressure. They still have an opportunity to defend their line. But Zimande, some panache from the back. Simamane and Kekana, we've seen how they chase up on those kicks so well. They were the men in action.
Point! You're too far from each other. You're too far from each other. Let's try and get closer because Scrum's going to go down. 2, get closer, please. Behind the line. Crouch! Point! Set!
Huge moment for Maritzburg in front of their crowd. Wheels it. What a push from Glenwood.
Number 1. Number 1, deep in.
And that's against Tebo, Big D, Zamini. Apparently he's got the best hands in the team. Look at the size of those arms. He played center last year, Anton.
Those are some serious cannons he's equipped with. Oh! And he also squats and benches the heaviest in the team. Not a surprise when you look at him.
What an athlete, and once he gets that technique right, I mean, it's his first year scrumming. Once he gets that technique right, he'll be one to watch for the future, I'm sure. Deploy the Glenwood hooker, complaining he can't hear a thing. Maritzburg hyped up behind him.
Look how animated those young men's faces are. Look how much this means to him. Schoolboy rugby at its finest. Deploy does well in the crowd, and look at the movement behind the players. The turnover's been forced. Trod gives it to Corbett, bashing up. He gets out the pass. Zimande. Simamane.
They had an overlap there. It was looking dangerous.
Change of direction this time. Corbett again. Runs into his opposite number, Deploy. Trod. That was almost intercepted.
No. Yeah.
I wonder if Ethan Smith wasn't offside.
No, he was fine.
Straight from the scrum off.
No.
That's rare. Oh, you see how Trod actually takes a step or two, allowing Smith some time to go for the intercept. Maritzburg lucky to have another scrum. Has Big D sorted out his issues with technique?
Crouch! Point! Set!
Big D holds up. The Maritzburg scrum holds up. Zimande
Backwards!
comes backwards with a hand into Glenwood. Jacobs.
Ball!
Now slowed down. Jared Hendricks doing his best to rip it out. And comes out the side of Maritzburg. So another opportunity for them, Fudge.
Hendricks does big work there to hold up Martino van Veek. Does well to clean up a scrappy ball, a scrappy pass from Maritzburg College. Look at the strength of Anel and Zimande and Hendricks. I'm so impressed with the defense of the back line of Maritzburg College.
Point! Sort the gap out, please. We're closing the gap now. Let's sort it out.
Referee Yanga Sochanga has really controlled this game wonderfully.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Oh, look at that push.
Stay.
And if force the turnover, Kuzwayo. We're back, Hendrickse.
Stop, Green.
It's a big boot from him. Is it too big? Yep.
Joe.
Well, he does have the wind behind his
Okay,
back
scrum option there.
in the second half, just Jordan Hendrickse. He's gonna need to just tune that boot down 1 or 2 knots lower. He's gonna have to make that adjustment because this brings Maritzburg College all the way back to 5 meters out of the 22. This is their third opportunity off of a Glenwood mistake. They need to capitalize now, you would think, at least for their spirit.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Trod. Timande takes contact. Timande is the voice of the team, I'm told. Now Trod goes on a dart. Hendrickse does his best to rip it out.
Step back. Stay. 4, 4.
Schlope.
Step here, step here, step.
Drives. Flamini assisting.
Step back, step here. 10.
Trod gives it out to Mandi.
Off the
Off
shoulder.
his shoulder,
play.
backwards. Vian deploy.
Leave him.
Joe Jonas
Fine.
works it back, and Hendrickse relieves the pressure. He hasn't found touch, however. Marcel Masfakeni. He's up for some running. Does a good step and runs into the defense of Katlego Tamaga.
Off now, off,
Jared
off,
Hendricks.
Green, off. Stay.
Comes to the back. It's him holding up
Stay.
the ruck. Tedder takes the ball behind the advantage line. The defense now strong from Glenwood.
Back.
College,
Play.
they've undercommitted. Ngubo,
Advantage.
close.
Hold him up. Hold him up.
Hendricks and Schlope doing their best on the defense there for Maritzburg.
And yes. Time off.
Has the referee had enough?
Captain. We've got 3 dangerous tackles now. We've got offside lines, 2 from 4. Okay. Call the entire team and talk to them. This is a team warning now. Okay. No more. Sort it out. Call your team. I'm giving you time. Giving you time. Call your team.
Fudge, do you agree?
I do. I think he's been so fair to the Maritzburg side. For the benefit of the game, he's kept his patience. The referee has kept warning them. He's spoken enough to them, and enough is enough.
Whoa.
He's been a machine
No,
today.
no.
Parnell Ngubo
Out, off, please.
has the skills to also make the offload. Wandile Hlope, the number 4, giving away that last penalty.
Sipe, let's go.
Maritzburg have a real opportunity to change the history books.
Okay.
Small mistakes.
4.
Unforced
dangerous
errors.
tackle.
Hendrickse is going to go for the kick. Fudge, as you're saying, if Maritzburg could pull the victory today, it will be a day to remember. Maritzburg College old boys across the country, and that includes some of our colleagues, Butch James and Vim Visser, would be ecstatic.
And they look like they really could.
Hendrickse. Through the middle, 3 more to Glenwood. And now Maritzburg would need to score twice Were they to win?
It's a huge kick from Jordan Hendrickse. That puts them at least ahead of one more score from Maritzburg, who look like they will score.
Trod restarts. Gous. Big step from the big man. Runs through, Gous now going. Look at the units. Eventually, his opposite number, Michael Kent, puts in the hit. And then two, the Maritzburg player bundled out.
Okay. No.
Wonder if the touchline
Just wait.
referee was able to see how
8.
Masvigeni actually tries to offload it on the inside, and it actually looked like it came over the Glenwood chest.
Okay. No, just leave the medics.
So Maritzburg unlucky to not be having this line out.
Seems that
Glenwood 7 out of 8 line outs to Maritzburg's 2 out of 8. The big differentiating factor. I would even go as far as saying the big reason Maritzburg is still behind in this game.
I'm taking him off. Okay,
Michael King has been huge for this side. He also plays first team cricket, all-round athlete, not afraid to get down and do the dirty work. Connects with the black backline really well. His defense has been on point.
and this is where he...
His head is on the wrong side, Anton. You see that? Dangerous when that happens. You want that, and it doesn't look okay. It looks like he might have taken a bit of a, you see how, and that's why you want your head on the inside of that, not on the outside. Just awkwardly placed before he went into that tackle. And Maritzburg will be worried about losing that man today. Hopefully he'll be okay. Not too bad a concussion.
Definitely the right decision to take him off the field, and his supporters clapping. Look at the young man with the heart there. A lot of respect for Michael King, and you could see afterwards he was struggling a little bit, and definitely the right decision. Any level of rugby to take a player off when they're stumbling.
Yeah, he did look a bit dizzy, Anton, as you say.
Lines your mark, great.
Another player down.
It's cramp, guys. It's something.
Looks like Masvigeni.
Come, let's go. It's cramps. You can stretch it off. Let's go.
No, that's not Masvigeni.
No, we're on the line. We're using the line.
That's Martino van Veek,
Come
the
in,
try
Green, come in.
scorer.
I enjoyed Shotchangane. He can stretch it off, he said. I'll pick up the action again on the halfway line. Deploy.
Hey.
Good throw in from him. Had to reach up to it.
Advantage.
Turned over to
Knock on
Mande.
advantage.
Springs upon it.
Step back one.
He has been exceptional. Trod gives it to
Advantage,
one of the
new
biggest men of the
advantage.
Maritzburg
Go
side. In
off.
turn, gives it to Big D Dlamini.
4 and 6 offside. 4 and 6. 4 and 6 offside.
Brilliant and Ethan Smith. Glenwood this time giving away one of their first penalties of being offside. They've kept their discipline.
Kicker.
One of the things written on these pillars, part of the culture of the first team.
Come here. Or you move that way.
They've held true to that.
Well, Fudge, this is a big call. Trot is going to go for the 3 points. He does have a great left boot on him. It's a huge kick, but what a moment for Maritzburg. That'll take them within one scoring. So a huge kick.
Henry Todd goes for the post. The line out hasn't been good enough to really allow them that option to go for touch. I think this is the right decision, though. Puts them within a try. All the pressure will be on Glenwood.
Doesn't have the legs. Comes short, Hendrickse.
Get back, Green. Get
Turns
back, Green.
fire. It's an awkward bounce.
Advantage.
And it's knocked on by Masvakweni.
12. Number 12.
But there was offside, so a penalty from an even better position now.
12 in front of the kicker.
Trot took it quickly. Interesting decision that. Could have been a guaranteed 3 points.
For knock on.
Now through the hands, College.
Step here, step back, step.
Trod goes on a dot. College, 10 meters out and 10 minutes away from a historic win. They've got a lot of work to do. Glenwood just need to hold on. Neither side is willing to give in. Both sides wanted the new man on the field, Briet. His jersey white. It is very muddy out there. Dlamini.
Stay on, Green, stay on, behind the line.
Pushing forward our College. Almost there. One man away from the try line. Pick and drive, the defense strong. Glenn Golden holding up. The crowd is going. You can hear the noise building. Try to push it over, they do.
Number 5.
Fully committed in the ruck. Another pick and drive.
No advantage. No advantage. Let's come back here. Number 5, offside. Number 5. Yeah. Wait. Good.
Pressure too much from Maritzburg. Esterhazen called offside. How good was the work from the captain, Joe Jonas, to hold the ball up over the line.
Trod taps it, works it out. Defense was up strongly. Tedder
Stay on.
presents it back. Enrico Corbett, once again, Glenwood's defense so
Tackle
strong.
now, Green.
Cornell and Guba
Stay
up
on.
impressively.
3.
Seems as if College will try and pick it up and drive. Brilliant defense from Glenwood.
Eight. That's unnecessary. There's no need for you to push him. One more push from you guys off the ball. I'm reversing the penalty. Do you understand me? Okay. Yes. Holding.
Strict but fair from the referee, Mr. Sochangane.
Good kick.
Massive kick from Glenwood. They absorbed the pressure coming from Maritzburg so well. In a tough part of the field, he's been good, Enrico Corbett, today.
Wait, come in.
How good is Joe Jonas to turn that over?
Well, this one's taken by the wind. College with another opportunity. Nzamandi. Legs aplenty from Dlangalala.
Oh, no hands. Step back.
Trod. Tedder. He's been a real workhorse today. Trod works it out through the hands of Mshlope. Got out the pass, it was knocked on. Now back quickly. Joe Jonas looked at the kick, decided to go on a run. Advantage to Glenwood.
Get out now, Red, out.
Got a lot of players out back. Deploy.
Advantage over.
Gets it over the top.
Tackle,
Smith.
Red, tackle. Stay there. Side. Entry. Off you go. 3, discipline. Number 3.
Amanda having a few words to his teammates. The frustration will be coming up. We're into the last 5 minutes, 6 minutes to be exact of the game, and counting down. Was that the last option, the last opportunity they had? Discipline has just let them down
Lines the mark.
through this game.
Come in, Red. 1. There's a mark on the line.
They need to get up and try to compete for this ball.
It's taken again, this time Maritzburg. Ningisa. Brilliant steal, and when needed most. It's do or die time for College.
Number 3.
They've got the penalty, so hope still glimmers.
Mark is here. Number 3. Offside.
Kick comes in. Sent back
Wait.
beneath it.
Okay, on now.
Intermonde is just so good. He has had a fantastic game today. Hendricks works it in. 5 minutes left. Can Glenwood hold on or can Maritzburg
Not releasing.
come back for a
Step,
historic victory?
step.
Trod, whose family name is famous at Maritzburg College, uncles and fathers played first team, works it out. Once again, he has his hands on it. Oh, fine pass from Trollope. We said he was a fly-up in a previous life. This is some action. The try scorer, Ninginza, gets out the pass. It's fielded.
Oh!
Goodness me!
Wow!
No.
Ningiza!
Okay. Yeah. Let you go. Okay. That last pass there, I couldn't see properly as to how it flicked. Was it flat or it went forward?
How far to going forward?
It went forward.
100%.
Okay, so it's fine. No problem. No, try. Forward.
Well, the young men behind don't seem to agree. Fudge, how exciting!
Yeah.
How crazy dangerous is Sia Ningiza? What a ball player. They pass it out wide. The forwards have shown they can do that well. Schlope with a beautiful offload, but what a line from Ningiza. He can't pass it out wide
Crouch. Bind.
because Litabe is there and they just can't finish it off.
Wait.
With 4 minutes left, Glenwood
Stop green,
almost
six.
from behind their line. Masfikeni bounces once. This is an opportunity for Maritzburg. Slips in the mud. Hit comes in from Jacobs and Martino van Wyk.
Tackle now. Step back. Wait here.
Trod to Tedder.
Advantage. Knock on here.
Nothing going right for this Maritzburg side. Look at how much they love each other. Tedder been massive today. Plays so well.
Come in too.
Right shoulder. No, nothing.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Taken back.
Now a big kick. Oh, this wind behind Glenwood's back has actually sometimes been a nuisance to them. And they won't have to go back for the scrum, but they'll be going back for the 22.
Wouldn't have Maritzburg loved going back for the scrum. Would have been right back in the 22. So they go for the 22 dropout and it's still game on. A minute and a half to go.
Now a good counter-attacking opportunity. Martino van Wyk. He's got pace aplenty. Look how he was dragged through the mud. Got a couple new jerseys on.
Feeling off. 14.
Is there enough time for something special, anything for Maritzburg?
And now Joe Jonas taking his time. Sends it high. Demande, who has been outstanding for college today. Does a trademark step. He's a Smith.
Step, green. Wait here.
Ayabot Lamini.
Step back.
Corbett. Oh, big hit.
Knock on inner tackle. No. Knock on inner tackle. 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Ningize with 2 passes. Look at the tackle from Martino van Wyk. Colossal performance from him today.
Time off.
Something I'd like to bring attention to is the fact that Derek Heiberg mentioned earlier how they talk about the cultures of the school, and there were 2 players in the first team had some disciplinary issues, and the school made the decision that they would not play, and that was more important that discipline was upheld for Glenwood, and they said they would even risk the loss. So today that character has shown through, and with 2 young players out for disciplinary areas and then a 3rd player injured, they've come together and pulled together a remarkable win, all things considered.
Look, they have, Anton, haven't they? You know, speaking to the head coach for Glenwood, Derek Heiberg, who's brilliant. I actually played under him at the Rovers for a small stint. And the culture of the team is so much more important. We spoke about how many players they've lost. 13 players out of this Glenwood side that was unbeaten last year. But when your culture of the team is intact, it does become the cement of the team. And they're able to just keep going. Zimande has been fantastic. Look at how the Glenwood boys carry him off. Beautiful to see the camaraderie at both these schools who've competed their hearts out today.
Well, behind us, the Glenwood crowd are also applauding for Zimande, and rightfully so.
What a special talent he is. One of the things I love about schoolboy rugby is having the opportunity to see where they started.
Crouch. Bind. Hookers. Let's keep the gap, please. Let's sort it out.
Most likely the final play of the day.
Crouch. Bind. 3 in. Number 3.
Short arm for
Gap,
Maritzburg.
please. Pre-engagement.
Trod takes it quickly. The dummy, the show and go, over the top, fine take. Final pass gets out, stays in, does Mazbekeni. What a pass, Kekana. A little bit of drama and some action left. It's a huge hit, marches the Maritzburg players into their own half. Up on it quickly, Martina van Wyk was racing up.
No more, green. Hold it here.
Trod gives it to Tedder.
Tackle, green. Right there.
Trod. Kekana, the captain, one last run. It's been a nasty knock on the head to Martina van Wyk. Tedder. Into the half. 73 minutes in.
Get out. No, there's a ball.
Trod. Kekana. Comes with a boot.
Foot. Left. No,
What
he's
pace! Onto it, and can you believe it? Sianingiza.
Back, leg.
Hendrickson steals it. Puts it to his boot.
Back on, yeah.
And
Okay,
eventually, the action has to come to an end. What a game of rugby it was. Maritzburg College came out the underdogs, started with the try, and Glenwood came together to fight back and pulled everything from their reservoirs to get the win.
They defended so well, Glenwood, right down in the corner where all the Maritzburg supporters were. They played with heart, but make no mistake, that heart was challenged. The man we just saw in picture, Blaine Golden, was fantastic today. But wow, did Maritzburg not come here to play. Were they the better team on the day? We're not sure about that. That's how close things were. The line-out let them down, but this Glenwood side at home was always going to be a huge mountain to climb. Dlangalala has done well. Maritzburg boys can be proud of the performance they put here today. What a game to call, right down to the wire. We saw some players who weren't included in this Glenwood side for the sake of their culture, to get that team culture going, and it seems to be working for them. Hlophe, huge talent, he had a massive game as well today. Durban rugby is looking so good at youth level. Glenwood just used their strategy. They put pressure on the lineouts. They used their boot. The final score, 15-7 to the Green Machine, Glenwood. Maritzburg came to play. Unfortunately, the set piece let them down. They can be proud. What a game it was.